Àbọ̀rú àbọ̀yè àbọ̀yè bọ́ ṣíṣe ogbó atọ́ àsúre ìwò fún. Welcome to today's words of wisdom and knowledge. Ọ̀rúnmìlà yóò gún bẹ́rẹ́, Ifá mi ó gún bẹ́rẹ́ bára mi àgbọnnìrègún. Iṣu gún bẹ́rẹ́ iṣu ta. Ọ̀rúnmìlà yóò gún bẹ́rẹ́, Ifá mi ó gún bẹ́rẹ́ bára mi àgbọnnìrègún. Yá àgbàdo gún bẹ́rẹ́ àgbàdo pọmọ. Ọ̀rúnmìlà yóò gún bẹ́rẹ́, Ifá mi ó gún bẹ́rẹ́ bára mi àgbọnnìrègún. Èrè gún bẹ́rẹ́ èrè so. Yá àtọ̀ rẹ́sẹ̀rẹ̀sẹ̀ gún bẹ́rẹ́ sí kò àpẹ̀tẹ̀ bí ilé olúfẹ̀. Yá àsẹ̀yìnwá àsẹ̀yìnbọ̀ yóò dọlọ́mọ. Mo ní Ọ̀rúnmìlà tó bá ṣe bí tọmọ ẹni kí ni ká fi ṣe. Olódẹ tó ní àyébọ̀ ẹdìyẹ, koríko ewé ifá, òbùtùbùtù ìyẹ̀, owó tó táwo jẹun, àtìrí amúdé bára mi àgbọnnìrègún. Ìṣàmà ti gbọ́pọ̀ ọkọ̀, ọmọ lọ̀yẹ̀lẹ̀ ń ké pè, ọmọ láṣẹ Olódùmarè. Gbogbo àwọn ọmọ tá a bí wọ́n yàn wá yanjú nílé ayé, wọn ní rí wàhálà, wọn ní rí ìdààmú. That is, all our children, they are all going to be successful. They will not experience hindrances. They will not experience obstacles in the course of their journey. They will not experience stagnations, and they will not experience failure by the power of Olódùmarè. Ọ̀rúnmìlà yà ń gbé dẹ̀dẹ̀, mi èrò adébùsọ̀ bára mi àgbọnnìrègún. Ó ní wọ́n gbedele alára, ó ní wọ́n péjọ wọ́n jókòó tì í, ó ní alára fi tulà, ó ló fi tù yẹ́bẹ́yẹ́bẹ́. Ọ̀rúnmìlà yà ń gbé dẹ̀dẹ̀, Ifá mi èrò adébùsọ̀ bára mi àgbọnnìrègún. Ó ní wọ́n gbedele ajérò, ó ní wọ́n péjọ wọ́n jókòó tì í, ó ní ajérò fi tulà, ó ló fi tù yẹ́bẹ́yẹ́bẹ́. Ọ̀rúnmìlà yà ń gbé dẹ̀dẹ̀, Ifá mi èrò adébùsọ̀ bára mi àgbọnnìrègún. Ó ní wọ́n gbedele ọwọ́rọ̀gún àga, ó ní ọwọ́rọ̀gún fi tulà, ó ló fi tù yẹ́bẹ́yẹ́bẹ́. Ọ̀rúnmìlà yà ń gbé dẹ̀dẹ̀, Ifá mi èrò adébùsọ̀ bára mi àgbọnnìrègún. Ó ní wọ́n gbedele ọmọ akápòtò ohun èrìgì àlọ́, ó ní wọ́n péjọ wọ́n jókòó tì í, ó ní ọmọ akápòtò náà máa fi tulà, ó ló máa fi tù yẹ́bẹ́yẹ́bẹ́. Mo ní Ọ̀rúnmìlà tó bá ṣe bí ṣe tọmọ akápòtì rẹ, kí ni ká fi ṣe tá fi tulà tá fi tù yẹ́bẹ́yẹ́bẹ́. Olódẹni tó ní awala wúlò ẹni tó fi rúbọ ajé, àti rí amúdé bára mi àgbọnnìrègún. Ó ní ṣé èmi ò mọ̀ pé àtàpá ọ̀tún àtàpá òsì lẹ́yẹlé fi ń kórè wọlé. Iṣẹ́ ilé mi àbọ̀ wá ròkun ògùdù gbada, ìrì ajé àbọ̀ wá bá mi ògùdù gbada. Ẹyẹlé mi àbọ̀ wá rọ̀ṣà ògùdù gbada, ìrì ajé àbọ̀ wá bá mi ògùdù gbada. Láṣẹ Ọlọ́run bá Olódùmarè, ajé àfilé wa ṣe bùgbé. Gbogbo ohun tá a bá dáwọ́lé ayọ̀rí sí rere. Ànírógun wàhálà, ànírógun ìdààmú. By the power of the Creator, who is Olódùmarè, the founder, the creator, the finisher of everything that is existing here on planet Earth. All the good things you are looking for shall be granted by the powerful Olódùmarè. Àṣẹ, àṣẹ, àṣẹ. Welcome to today's words of wisdom, words of knowledge, words of encouragement, words of spiritual awakening. My name is Babalawo Olariwaju Ifa Damilare. Today, I am here to awaken your spirit, to bring you back into your original position. I am here today to discuss with you. I am here today to have a meeting with you because I want you to come back to your original position in the spirit realm. However, this has led me to a topic I titled Restoration. Restoration. I know my audience are very brilliant. Most of my audience are PhD holder, master degree holder, BSc holder. They know what they are doing. They are very educated. They know the meaning of restoration. Now, what is restoration? What is restoration? Restoration is simply means taking back an object to its original position, or taking back something that belongs to a particular person. Restoring something to its original position. That is restoration. Coming back to where you rightfully belong. Restoration. Restoration. I know when you hear the word restoration, your mind will go to the God of Israel, to Jesus, to the Bible, to the Christian world, because that is where you only hear the word restoration. But restoration is a general word that is applicable to our general life as human that is existing here on planet Earth. Restoration. A lot of you are living your life outside of the program of your destiny. This might be as a result of your failure to discover your real identity. I come again. A lot of you are living your life outside your divine being, outside the program of Olodumare for your life. As a result of your inability to discover who you are. As a result of your inability to discover your real identity. And when we are talking about your real identity, we are actually talking about who you are. Who are you? Who you are and who are you is beyond your name, your qualification, your educational background, your financial status. No! Who you are and who are you is beyond that. Your ability to discover your real identity is what makes you a man. Is what makes you a woman. Being a man is more than just having a family, having a wife, having children, taking good care of them, protecting them. Who you are is beyond that. Your ability to know your essence of existence is what makes you who you are. Your ability to know your essence of existence is what makes you who you are. Please do not forget the topic: restoration. Restoration. You can become a governor of a state if you do not discover your real identity. When the time comes and you are out of that position, you will understand the deep words, the deep meaning of restoration. The world we are living today, the society we find ourselves today, only believe in one language, and that language is money. They believe once there is money, you are able to do anything. Once there is money, you can find yourself in any position. Once there is money, people can always respect you. Once there is money, you are able to go forth and do whatever that pleases you. But that is not the real definition of who you are. What you are experiencing as a result of the money you acquire is not who you are. Who you are is your ability to discover your real identity, to discover what you need to do, what you are not supposed to do. Do not forget restoration. Today, a lot of people are living their life outside the plans of their Creator because of worldly things. Because of worldly things. Everybody wants to acquire wealth. Everybody wants to drive big cars. Everybody wants to have a private jet. Everybody wants to have a big mansion. You have to take note and remember that we are existing here on earth for a purpose. And if that purpose is not fulfilled, your destiny is not fulfilled. If that purpose is not fulfilled, your destiny is not fulfilled. Restoration. Restoration. Your Creator, Olodumare, wants to be involved in everything concerning you, in everything that has to do with you. It is now your responsibility to give your Creator the opportunity to get himself involved in your daily activities. Every day of your life has been programmed by your Creator. Whatever happens to you, if it is good, it is by what you did in the past. Whatever happens to you, if it is bad, it is by what you did in the past. That means there is nothing we do that we go unalive in our life. Whatever we do is always alive. Whatever we do, whatever we act, whatever we give, our attitude is always available to be alive in our daily activities. Meaning that whatsoever we plant, will shall reap. Restoration. You need to come back to where you originally belong to. You need to come back to where you originally belong to. Now, I will take you to what Olodumare says, what Orunmila teaches us in Oduifa Iwori Abogbe. That is Iwori in the right hand, Ogbe in the left hand. We call it Iwori Abogbe. First of all, for those of us who are using this opportunity to learn the words of wisdom from Oduifa, from the beginning of this video, I spoke about Orunmila Yogunbere mi Ogunbere. I also spoke about Orunmila Yangbedede mi Ero Adebuso. Where do I bring out this topic? Where do I bring out these words from Oduifa? Orunmila Yogunbere mi Ogunbere, that is the voice of Olodumare. In Oduifa Oyeku Ofun. Oyeku Ofun. That is, if you are learning Ifa from my channel, I have given you a verse in Oyeku Ofun. Orunmila Yogunbere mi Ogunbere. Ishu Gunbere Ishu ta. Orunmila Yogunbere mi Ogunbere. I àgbàdo gúnbẹ́rẹ́ àgbàdo pọmọ. Ọ̀rúnmìlà yóò gúnbẹ́rẹ́ mi ó gúnbẹ́rẹ́. I èrè gúnbẹ́rẹ́ èrè so. Ọ̀rúnmìlà yóò gúnbẹ́rẹ́ mi ó gúnbẹ́rẹ́. I àtọ̀ rẹ́sẹ̀rẹ́sẹ̀ gúnbẹ́rẹ́ síkùn àpẹ̀tẹ̀ bí ilé olúfẹ̀. Yàsẹ̀yìnwá àsẹ̀yìnbọ̀ yóò dọlọ́mọ. What does Ogunbere? What does it mean? What is the meaning of Ogunbere? You as a Yoruba man, you as a Yoruba woman, you as an African man, you as an African woman, the meaning of Ogunbere simply means is Ishu Gumbere Ishuta. That is, before you plant a yam, maybe you get a tuber of yam, you cut it into pieces. That is Ogunbere. Cutting that yam into pieces makes that yam looks suitable for planting or for plantation. So when you plant the yam, that is the process of Ogunbere. It will come a time the yam will germinate and reproduces a bigger yam. That is Ogunbere. Ishu Gumbere, that is Ishuta. Ishu in Yoruba is yam in English. That is the same process for Agbado. Agbado is corn. When you plant a corn, it will germinate, it reproduces. Agbado Gumbere nínú ebè, Agbado ta Opomo. The same thing goes to Ere. The same thing goes to Ato. Ato means a man's semen coming into a woman's body. And at the end of the day, that semen, that sperm, will produces a whole human being. Àtọ̀ rese Gumbere síkùn àpẹ̀tẹ̀ bí ilé olúfẹ̀, àsẹ̀yìnwá àsẹ̀yìnbọ̀ ó dọlọ́mọ. So that was the reason I venerate that our children will not experience failure. Because that Oyeku Ofun spoke about the blessings of Olodumare for the diviner to have children. Now, Orunmila yìí à ń gbé dẹ̀dẹ̀ mi èrò Adébùsọ̀, that is Owonisogbe. That is one of the Ishise in Owonisogbe. Orunmila yìí à ń gbé dẹ̀dẹ̀ mi èrò Adébùsọ̀ bára mi àgbọnnìrègún. Ó ní wọ́n gbé délé alára, àwọn ènìyàn péjọ, wọ́n lọ kí alára pé kábíyèsí ẹ kú oríire, kábíyèsí èyí ti rí, ẹ máa ṣe ẹ kú oríire. Ó lásẹ̀yìnwá àsẹ̀yìnbọ̀, ó ní alára fi tùlà, ó ló fi tù yẹ́bẹ́yẹ́bẹ́. Ó ní wọ́n gbé délé Ajero. Ajero is another powerful king in Yoruba land. That is the king of Ijero Ekiti. Wọ́n gbé délé rẹ̀, wọ́n péjọ, wọ́n jókòó tì í, ó lájero náà fi tùlà, ó ló fi tù yẹ́bẹ́yẹ́bẹ́. Ó ní wọ́n gbé délé Ọwọ́ràngún Àga, that is the king of Ìlà Ọ̀ràngún. Ó láwọn ènìyàn péjọ, wọ́n jókòó tì í. Ọba Ọwọ́ràngún is one of the powerful king in Yoruba land. Ó lásẹ̀yìnwá àsẹ̀yìnbọ̀. Ono tula, o tu yebeyebe. That is the meaning of keniyan tula, ko tu yebeyebe is when somebody is well known, famous, prosper, successful in his or her lines of duty. Oni to ba gbede lo ma kapo to meri gi alo. Olo no ma tula, olo ma tu yebeyebe. That is Oyeku Ofun and Owonisogbe. Now let's come back to our discussion. Before you forget, we are talking about restoration. Restoration. You and I know that you are not living the life you program for yourself. Despite your educational background, despite your family background, despite every knowledge you have acquired, yet you are not living the life you desire for yourself. Which simply means that you are out of the radar of Olodumare. You are not living your life according to the plans of your creator. I tell you this, from Odufa Iwori in the right hand, Ogbe in the left hand, which is Iwori Abogbe. Orunmila yìí akọkàn bíríbírí mi òun akọkàn bíríbírí bára mi àgbọnnìrègún. Ó ní kí wọ́n sọ fún aláwòrò Ògún kó pa kọkàn bíríbírí mọ́ Ògún rẹ̀ kí Ògún rẹ̀ kó ba lè kọjú ègbè sí. Orunmila yìí òun akọkàn bíríbírí mi òun akọkàn bíríbírí bára mi àgbọnnìrègún. Ó ní kí wọ́n sọ fún aláwòrò Ọ̀já kó pa kọkàn bíríbírí mọ́ Ọ̀já rẹ̀ kí Ọ̀já rẹ̀ kó ba lè kọjú ègbè sí. Orunmila yìí òun akọkàn bíríbírí mi òun akọkàn bíríbírí bára mi àgbọnnìrègún. Ó ní kí wọ́n sọ fún aláwòrán Ọ̀ṣun ṣẹ̀gẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ọmọ olóyìn ayùn awẹ́dẹ kó tó wẹ mọ́, kó pa kókó bíríbírí mọ́ ọ̀ṣun rẹ̀ kí ọ̀ṣun rẹ̀ kó ba lè kọjú ègbè sí. Ọ̀rúnmìlà yóò wá kọ́kọ́ bíríbírí mi, wá kọ́kọ́ bíríbírí bára mi àgbọnnìrègún. Ó ní kí wọ́n sọ fún ọmọ akápò tòun èrìgì àlọ́ àbẹni tí wọ́n sọ ọ́ gínígíní dáhùn fún kó pa kọ́kọ́ bíríbírí mọ́ òun èdú alájogun òrùkùmọ̀pẹ̀kùn that is òun Ifá Ọ̀rúnmìlà kó n ba lè kọjú ègbè sí. What is the meaning of akọ́kọ́ bíríbírí? For you to be steadfast in whatever you are doing. It says the follower of Ogun should always be punctual, should always be steadfast before Ogun, for Ogun to bless them, for Ogun to make their way prosperous. The same thing the follower of Uja, the follower of Osun, and the follower of Ọ̀rúnmìlà. Now, coming back to the topic, restoration. You already know you are out of radar of Olódùmarè. You are only using your own knowledge and wisdom. The wisdom of education, the knowledge of education, the knowledge you acquire in your university degree, that is what you are using to live your daily life. Do not forget your university certificate, your university degree is only based on human knowledge. I am human, but whenever you see me speaking, talking here, I am not acting as human. I am acting as a spirit. That is the reason you will not see me coming on online all the time. If I am available all the time coming online, I am working for myself. I am working for what to eat. I am working for what to drink. That is selfish reasons. You will only see me when the Spirit directs me. You will only see me when the Spirit leads me to come. Because I am a spirit-filled man. A lot of you are living your life according to the education you acquire in your university. And the education you acquire in your university cannot live your spiritual life, cannot propel your spiritual life to the higher level. And for you to be restored to your original position, for you to find yourself in the authentic position, you must acquire the spiritual level that is required of you as a human. You are an African. You are an African. You can be giving birth to in America. You can be giving birth to in Caribbean. You can be giving birth to in the European countries. But the blood that flows through your vein is an African blood. There is nowhere you are taking it to. No matter how brilliant you are, no matter how wealthy you are still an African man. No matter how wealthy you are still an African woman. No matter how wealthy you are still an African child. That is the blood that flows through your vein. It's an African blood. If you are successful in life, you should not be concerned about your own success alone. In as much you have an antecedent, that is the children coming after you, because the time is coming. Myself, I'm going to exit this world. You will exit this world. Our generation will go. Another generation will come and take our places. If we do not lay down a good foundation, we are still a failure. That is the meaning of restoration. Meaning that whatever you are doing, if your children are not proud of you, you are a failure. Whatever position you find yourself today, if after your exit, your antecedent, the people that will exist after you are not proud and will not be proud of you, you are a failure, my brother and my sister. That is the reason you need to understand what restoration means. Everything in life, it is not about money. Everything in life, it is not about a political position. Everything in life is not about how wealthy, the type of car you drive. Because we are living in a social media age, and everybody wants to showcase what they possess, the physical items they possess. They use the best phone, they drive the best car, they have the best this, they have the best that. No! That does not define who you are. What defines who you are is after your death. What will people say? How will people recommend you? What will people say about your existence? Restoration. You are not living your life according to the plans of your Creator for your destiny. So therefore, this is the time for you to wake up into the reality of life. This is the time for you to wake up and challenge yourself. Am I doing the right thing? Am I laying down a good legacy for my children? Every time Jesus, Muhammad, Anobi. How does all this relate to you as an African parent? How does this relate to you as an African brother? How does it relate to you as an African sister? Somebody tell you, oh, Jesus is Lord. He came to die for you. He do this, he do that. Who begged him to die for you? Did you beg him to die for you? If the answer is no, meaning that you, as human, as an African child, you are being blessed naturally. You only need to work towards that blessings from the Creator. Find yourself, discover who you are. Protect your identity, protect your image. So that your antecedent, your next generation can be proud of you. Let's go back to Oduifa, Eka in the right hand, Ofun in the left hand. We call it Eka Ofun, Eka Fun. Ọ̀rúnmìlà yóò di àsìn pátì, Ifámọ ló di àsìn gbàgbé bára mi àgbọnnìrègún. Ó ní aláwòrán Ògún tó ti ń sin Ògún tó gbàgbé Ògún rẹ̀, ó lògùn àgbàgbé rẹ̀. Ọ̀rúnmìlà yóò di àsìn pátì, Ifámọ ló di àsìn gbàgbé bára mi àgbọnnìrègún. Ó ní aláwòrán Ọjà tó ti ń sin Ọjà tó gbàgbé Ọjà rẹ̀, ó ní Ọjà gbàgbé rẹ̀. Ó ní aláwòrán Ọ̀ṣun tó ti ń sin Ọ̀ṣun tó wá gbàgbé Ọ̀ṣun rẹ̀. Maybe for one reason or the other, aláwòrán Ọ̀ṣun wò pé no, Ọ̀ṣun is no longer the messenger of Olódùmarè. I've found another messenger from Israel. I've found another messenger from Saudi Arabia. So the messenger of your antecedent, the messenger of Olódùmarè, which you are born with, is no longer active. Ó lọ Ọ̀ṣun àgbàgbé rẹ̀. Ó ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ọmọ kápò tó ń wérigi àlọ́ tó ti ń sin òun Ifá Èdú Alájogun Olúkúnmọ̀pẹ́kùn tí ò wá sí òun mọ́, ó ló máa gbàgbé rẹ̀. That is the position all of you are in today's world. You will be forgotten by the Creator because you have decided to abandon your destiny. You have decided to abandon your foundation. You have decided to abandon your antecedent. You have decided to abandon your ancestors. I'm very sorry if I am shouting at you. I don't know you. You don't know me. And like I said, I do not come to my YouTube channel all the times, because I can only come when I have been led by the Spirit. And when the Spirit pushes me to do the video, the Spirit lives in me. They give me problems. They want me to speak. They want me to talk so that you can hear me. And don't forget, my channel is not for everybody. It's just for some distinguished set of people. So however, you might like me, you might not like me. Everybody has his or her own destiny to fulfill here on earth. So what I am doing is a part of my destiny fulfillment. I am not TikTok Babalawo. I am not Facebook Babalawo. I am a distinguished Babalawo that is only available for distinguished people. So you have to discover who you are. Being a Babalawo does not simply mean you just come to social media and say, oh, Orunmila, this differ. No. The message of Olódùmarè in you, your ability to exploit the message of Olódùmarè. People can hear you, people can learn from you. That is who Babalawo is. I can recite Ifa from Ejiobe to Ofuneshe from morning till night for complete 1 month, and it's still in my stomach. It's still, the wisdom is there, the knowledge is there, but you might listen to it and you might not be able to get a message. But you can see I am talking to you like a family. I am talking to you like a brother, because I want a change in your life. I want a change in your future. I want a change in the life of your antecedent, people that will come after you. I want them to learn something. I want them to have a positive impact through you. I want them to see you as a responsible father. I want them to see you as a responsible mother. In other words, you have a lot of work to do. You have a lot of responsibility ahead of you. Are you ready for the challenge? Restoration. I take this example for you. An aircraft cannot fly in a particular zone when the airspace is shut down. An aircraft will not be able to fly in a particular zone if the airspace of that zone is shut down. Meaning that a lot of you, your financial airspace has been shut down. Your marital airspace has been shut down. Your mental airspace has been shut down. Psychological airspace has been shut down. A lot of things have been shut down in your life. You are only existing. People are seeing you that you are human. But in all ramifications of life, you are off. That is the more reason you need to discover who you are. That is the more reason you need to find out who you are. Where did you come from? You can find yourself in America. That is not my problem. You can find yourself in Belgium. That is not my problem. But you are existing here on planet Earth. You need to discover, where did that actually come from? Your great-grandfather has been living in America for over 70, 80, 90, 100 years. That does not mean you are typically an American. Looking at your skin color, you realize that we have the same skin color. It is my skin color that you carry. We only carry different blood because we are from different lineage. You need to discover your lineage, discover where you come from, discover who you are. And stop talking about the passport you carry. The passport you carry is not your real identity. Your real identity is the blood that flows through this vein. And the children that is going to come out of this blood is still going to be an African children. In order for you not to mislead your children, that is the reason for this video. Restoration. You need to restore yourself back to your original position. Physical restoration, financial restoration, spiritual restoration, marital restoration, academic restoration, just name it. A lot of people are failing in all these aspects of life. A lot of people are mentally unstable in America. A lot of people are mentally unstable in Canada. A lot of people are mentally unstable in the European countries. Not because of hard drugs, but because they've misused the opportunity given to them by nature. If you are not living your life according to the way your destiny has chosen for you, there will be a problem. So all you need is restoration, coming back to your original position. You have neglected your destiny. You have neglected your creator. So what do you expect? In Irosun Agbe, Odwifa Irosun in the right hand, Ogbe in the left hand. Ọ̀rúnmìlà yìí kùtù fẹ̀rẹ̀ níre, Ifá mọ lójú re ló mọ́. Kùtù fẹ̀rẹ̀ níre, ojú re ló mọ́. Ó ní ta ni mo mọ̀ tí ojú re mọ́, mo ní ọlọ́ta nílé adó. Ó ní kò tí ì ṣe ọlọ́dà, kò tí ì ṣe ọlọ́ta. Ọ̀rúnmìlà yìí kùtù fẹ̀rẹ̀ níre, Ifá mọ lójú re ló mọ́. Ó ní ta ni mo mọ̀ tí ojú re mọ́, mo ní erimi lóde ọ̀wọ̀, ó ní òun kọ́. Pẹ́ẹ̀pẹ́ ló di àṣẹ, ó ní òun kọ́. Ọ̀ọ̀ni alálẹ̀ kan èsúrú, ó ní kò tí ì ṣe Ọ̀ọ̀ni. Mo lọ́la Ọ̀rúnmìlà Aláàfin ló di Ọ̀yọ́, ó ní kò ń ṣe Aláàfin, èmi ò mọ ẹni tí ojú re mọ́. Ó ní àfi ọmọ akápò tòun èrìgì àlọ́, àbẹni tí wọ́n ṣọwọ́ gínígíní dáhùn fún, ó lòun ní ojú re mọ́. So meaning that the plans of Olódùmarè for us, the plans of Ifá for us, the plans of Ọ̀rúnmìlà for us is for us to wake up every day and experience positivity in the course of our journey. But are we living a life of positivity, to attract the blessings of Olodumare? Are we living a life that attracts the blessings of the Creator? We are doing everything we like. We smoke, we drink, we humanize, we fornicate. We are available when it is time to plant for destruction of somebody else. Everything you are doing does not glorify your Creator. Everything you are doing does not speak words of your Creator, and you want to be successful. You have to restore yourself back to your original position spiritually. You sleep, you have a dream. You wake up, you do not remember the dreams. You have lost your virtue in the spirit realm. You invest in a business and the business is not showing forth. There is no positivity in the course of the business. You have lost something. The work of a babalawo the work of a babalawo is more than putting on all this costume. To me, all these are just costume. Babalawo, they possess wisdom, natural wisdom and knowledge. And don't forget, knowledge can be bought. You can go to school to acquire knowledge. Go to university, you acquire knowledge. You go to polytechnic, you acquire knowledge. Go to college, you acquire knowledge. But wisdom is divine, is natural. When a man of wisdom speak, you will realize that the words he will speak has not been existing, has not been spoken by anyone. That is wisdom of Olodumare. So, putting on different costume does not make you a babalawo, but the wisdoms you carry, the wisdom you possess. That is why my channel is not for everybody. It's only for the people who are equipped, who are mentally stable, who understand what wisdom is all about. You need to check your life. Examine your life. Are you living the right life? Are you doing the right thing? Are you working on laying down a good legacy for your children? You are a man. You are smoking in the presence of your children, drinking, punching your wife, beating your wife. You've become a wrestler in the presence of your children to your wife. That is a disgrace to you as a human, as a man. These are the things you need to look onto. You are automatically a failure if you are not performing your responsibility as a father. You are automatically a failure if you are not performing your responsibility as a mother. Restoration. Restore yourself back to your original position. Take yourself back to your original position.